So, I guess this will be the 1400 subscriber video. Not really where I was wanting to do it at, but tomorrow night, going to be busy, going to the racetrack, 8th mile track. Going to be driving the white GMC with the Duramax in it. There'll be a video coming up on it. Basically, it's a before and after EFI Live on a diesel. Of course, I didn't install any of this stuff. It's just, it was all done at Wagler's. And so while that's going on, that truck's taken care of. You know, if you got money to pay a professional to do it, you're going to get professional results. Here, on the other hand, you get what you pay for. So I'm too cheap to pay for a tune, so I'm trying to learn how to do the Auto VE on EFI Live. And I'm jumping through a lot of hoops. It's not been great. But anyways, okay, so I should give you a rundown on all the cars that we piddle around with around here. The Grand Prix that I'm working on right now, I'm just messing with the tune. That's all it's lacking. It's just hating me. So once I get that lined out, it should be good to go. I'm thinking about taking one turbo off. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take one turbo off. I bought those 2 turbos, way too big, and I bought them for basically a different engine, but I wanted to go ahead and get them bought. So it's the only turbos I gotta buy. And one of them is plenty big to run this 5.3. It's a 7268, made by a man overseas, or child, probably built by a child overseas. The other project is the all-electric it's a Power Wheels car. It's a Corvette. It's a C7 Corvette converted to 36 volts. I wired up 3 batteries, and then I bought a 36 volt 800 watt motor. I've got the axle pretty well made. I'm waiting on one more sprocket and a chain to drive it. Should be rolling this Saturday, I hope. As long as I don't need anything else, or as long as it doesn't break the chain or put the kid in orbit, something like that, you know, it should be rolling. The Chevelle, well, it's still the way it is. I finally got paperwork to go ahead and get a title for that, or get it inspected first. Basically make sure it's not stolen, and then you send that information off to the county courthouse. This is the way it was explained to me. Send it off to the county courthouse, and then it gets, from there, it gets sent to, well, for me it'd be Indy. And then they issue a new title. We'll see how that goes. 150 bucks is what it's going to cost. Not expensive if you got to have it. Alright, the brown truck, I need to work on the power steering pump, and I just got the fan spacer to put the fan back on, put it back together. So it should be our truck to, you know, do whatever, pull a trailer or haul a large friend on the back. What else we got going on? The black Fox body, I don't know if any of you remember it from months and months ago. It finally got bought, and the guy that has it now is doing just a plain old 5.3 swap. He had a bunch of rust in the strut towers. I guess that's a common thing. I didn't know that on a Fox body. I've never seen that before, but common thing. He's got it fixed. He's painting the rest of the engine bay, and will be test fitting the engine soon. He brought me the wire harness, so I'm going to cut a wire harness down. I might make a video on that. On this car, I made a video just showing how to make an engine, or how to make your harness run without actually doing any major cutting and splicing and all that. It's pretty simple setup. You can run it on one wire. The harness that I'll build for this other guy, for this Fox body, it'll be cut down to the bare minimum to make it run. So half the wiring will be gone. You can really cut a lot out of them. And I've done a few of those, so I may do a video on that. If anybody wants to see that, I don't know. It's an awful lot of work to try to make a video on something that, I don't know, with that much effort. Let's see, what else? Okay, the white truck, got the EFI deal done. The orange GMC with a 4.8, we're going to the track tomorrow to run it, putting the Hoosiers on it. We made a set of traction bars, or the owner did. He made a set of traction bars. It's got a progressive nitrous controller, 150 horse, 4,000 stall converter, and 4.8, factory 4.8. And hopefully, I want to make that thing run a 7. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make it run a 7. It's in a 74 GMC. Needed a little bit of weight on the back. It probably don't really with the Hoosiers on it tomorrow on a prep track, but he went ahead and took a spare tire and filled it with concrete. And I think he said he got 3 bags of Quickcrete in a spare tire. And just put it back up underneath the truck and made it look like a spare tire. Let's see, what else we got going on? The black Camaro, not made a single move on that. The owner of that, he is coming back. Oh man, is that next week? 2 weeks from now? Can't remember. So hopefully we'll make a little bit of progress on it. If not, well, you know, it's whatever. But we would have liked to have ran it in one of the last races this year to just to get it back together and run it. Man, there's a lot going on. Whew. What's bad, you know, I feel bad because this car only made it to the track twice this year. The first time was for the farm truck daily driver race, which if you'd seen any of the video, I just got the car running, got it to the track. It didn't run worth a crap, wouldn't even do a burnout. The worst part is I had to lose a race against Asian on national television. So I went ahead and made a video about that. I was joking around about how much I got paid. You don't get paid. It's just for fun. You're just going to the track to have fun. You don't expect to get paid. Obviously, if you were the winner, you got paid $1,000, but I'm not a winner. So I made a video about this, and man, people really took it serious. They really thought that, for one, the people that were there and seen it, they knew that I was there. But there were people calling me a liar. There's people, I mean, there's some mean people on the internet, believe it or not, and that's okay. I've got a few other videos that are about the same way, where I was joking around and people took it serious. One of them was on my Chevy Cruze. I've got a 2014 Chevy Cruze, it's a diesel, and I made a video about that, and people lost their minds. I actually had to put in the title, after so many negative comments, I had to put in the title that this was just a joke. People, don't lose your mind over it. And man, people just hated it. But it was a video, and it made money, and whatever. Maybe I should take it off, but the people that have humor, or have a sense of humor, they caught on to it, and they thought it was funny. But whew, there's some people pretty sore about their Chevy Cruzes. Okay, so anyways, yeah, that's another one that I'll leave it on there for a while. I may take it off later, but it's okay. I don't really know of anything going on. I'm excited to get the Corvette, the little electric Power Wheels car, running because I want to actually see what it will do. There's not a lot of people out there running this motor and stuff that I'm running, but I just seen, like 2 days ago, there's some guy in Australia that had to one-up me, and do a 48 volt deal and a 48 volt 1000 watt motor. I didn't get to watch the video yet, but I'm going to look it up. And that thing looks, I mean, I don't know, they built a whole new frame and stuff for it. So it looks like, there's a lot of time and effort, money and whatever put into it. This car, I'm using the factory plastic body. Anyways, there'll be a bit, a long drawn out video on it. I'll try to keep it short, but and I'll show exactly how I did it. Right now, it's really super simple. But there again, I'm still sinking money into it. Buy three batteries and then a new motor. The motor by itself was $70. The sprocket and chain I ordered the other night, there was $35, I think, altogether there. Bought 2 new tires for it, wheels. Made an axle, had to buy bearings. There's a lot going on there. Not including the cost of the power wheels to begin with when it was brand new years ago. But who wants to stick a 7-year-old in a factory 12 volt power wheels? I want my kid to know that it's okay to go fast. And she thinks, I keep getting this idea that she thinks because she's a girl that she's not allowed to do these things. I'm not really sure where that comes from. And I've been doing everything I can to try to get her out of that mindset. So she doesn't really see me race because I can't ever make it to the track. But I don't know. Hopefully it'll happen yet this year before she goes back to school. Anyways, yeah, EFI Live. There's been some people from EFI Live helping me on this, and I went by their instructions online, and they're good instructions. They really are, and I went by those, and come to find out they weren't working for my particular setup. I'm using a different wideband O2 sensor. There's just, I don't know, there's just a lot of things that he had me do different than what were on the instructions, and we're headed in the right direction. The bad thing is it's let's see if I can find this is my data log from yesterday. This is the problem, and I just took this thing down the road. Okay, typically this is and I've been trying different things. Right now I've got this wide open tube bend factor map to start working, but this up here is kilopascals, map kPa, and there you can see all of my numbers are being generated on 15.2 kPa, and I don't know why. So I'm working to figure that out still. So I'm trying a few things before I get back with the guy. He wants to send me some screenshots, but I know he would help. It's just for me to send a screenshot with this computer, then I have to find the internet. And it's a big deal to even put a video online. For every minute that this video lasts, it takes, I think, 10 minutes to load it onto YouTube. So typically I'll put it on there at night and load it for however long it takes. Burnt myself on the exhaust on this car here a few days ago or weeks ago or whatever. Water pump went bad. I don't think I told anybody this yet. Drove to town, had the kid with me. We get to town, and the car is overheating and whatever. So we get headed back home. The kid's just freaking out because she's looking at the temperature gauge on here while I'm doing data logging. So later on, I put a water pump on it and I was filling water up in it, and it was leaking also. So, you always keep spare parts laying around. I have one more truck water pump to put on, so I threw it on, and so far it's good. So we're good to go there. Now I've been messing with this car every night, trying to get this done, and it's hard to deal with, or hard to talk to people in, I think is in New Zealand, for CFI Live stuff. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I'll send some information online. I'll take pictures of the screen on my phone, whatever, or tell them what's going on. And it's not until late at night that they can get back with me. I guess they're a couple hours behind over there. So, all right, I'll quit rambling. But just wanted to let you know, thanks for subscribing and stick with us. There will be some fun stuff coming up. Oh, the Cart Marrow, that's another one. Someone stop me, or someone give me a better idea, but we have a dozer, and I'm going to rob the brakes off the cart. I'm done with the cart. The cart is what it is, and it don't have a title, and I never really drove it enough to worth, to keep it, really, to justify keeping it. So it's just sitting out back. I'm going to rob the brakes off of it, and I'm going to keep the brakes for the Chevelle. So I'll have F-body, 99 F-body brakes on a 69 Chevelle. Alright, so that's the plan for that. Once I don't know if I'm going to take the engine and transmission out of it. I might. And the wiring harness, I don't know. It'd be one more thing laying around here. Maybe I ought to just get rid of it. Or try to sell the transmission. Transmission's in good shape. Anyhow, we've got a dozer. And I thought that it would be fun to run over the car with the dozer. What do you think of that? Okay, anyways, enough of this nonsense. I'll keep working on this, you keep working on whatever it is you're working on. Comment and tell me whatever it is you're working on. Also, look up the Divine Speed Team Facebook page. And I think it'd be really cool. Nobody does this, and maybe our page isn't set up to do this, I don't know, but post a picture of your ride and just tell us what's going on with it, because a lot of people look for information on there, and I get messages on there quite a bit. We don't really post a lot on there, and we don't really have a lot to post on there. But anyways, I just thought it'd be cool if people would put pictures of their cars on there. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, motorhomes, I don't care. Show me the turbo on your motorhome. Okay, anyways, yeah. See you later.